Before filming this video, I was even scared to choose what to talk about because of people pleasing tendencies. So today we're gonna talk about struggles of a people pleaser. I'm a people pleaser myself, and I don't think necessarily that I need to have it all resolved or need to go to therapy to make a video like this and talk about it, because I've reflected so much and I'm trying to change it, but it's really hard. First off, it's just really hard because of my environment to change the fact that I'm a people pleaser, because everybody who surrounds me, they are already used to me being such a people pleaser. I think it starts from childhood, where your parents kind of almost tell you always like, oh, do this, do that, don't respond back to this person because they're older, don't say this in front of your teachers because they're your teachers. And there's always a kid in the class who's actually saying their opinion and what they mean, and they get treated with way more respect actually, and you don't notice that as a child, because they get treated for who they are and not for the mask they're putting. Being a people pleaser, it's really hard to get out of the zone of pleasing other people, especially when you have been doing it for all your life. And your parents first train you to not to be a your parents first kind of train you, and they don't know that they're making you this person to always only fulfill other people's needs. They tell you be a nice person, get good grades, and they train you by applauding you only when you fulfill these things and those asks. So you continue. I mean, our parents are the first people who ever teach us something. So you continue kind of with other people and with everybody else to do that, because it's the first thing you've ever learned doing, and that's all you know. So you continue that with other people, and you think that only if you please them, they will love you, and you don't really live your life as you want. You live your life for other people, and with mentalities like my where I live in my country, uh, the culture of my country is really, they also live like that. So there's a standard of like, oh, if you do this and that, you're gonna be applauded. If you don't, you're gonna get bullied. And I've also experienced that. And it's so traumatizing when you get bullied as a child, like very violently, like physical stuff. Maybe not that intense, but like also a lot of verbal bullying, and honestly, like I would call it abuse. So you're kind of learned, and you're used to. You then, when you test those waters of being yourself, or just like not being what everybody else wants you to be, you immediately get that backlash, like where you get bullied, or like there's a circumstance with mentalities that are so closed off, like where I live, and it's a big struggle because you really start this feeling where you're scared. It all starts getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and you really don't know how to escape this feeling, because you start being more scared. You make friends, you start like being hyper vigilant, looking at their face, looking at their gestures, their emotions, constantly like trying to control uh if they're feeling okay, if they agree what you're saying. Like you constantly, like you want to express your opinion, but like you should put always a filter when this is the first thing, like with communication, like always when you're communicating, you cannot just say it. You cannot just say what you want to say or what you mean. You should always, you try to always filter what you're gonna say, so other people actually, like you don't get like a response that to you is now scary. So you're reading people's face, you're creating resentment, which is number two. Um, if we want to split this up in an organized way, because I don't know, man. And it's it starts with small things like that, but it also becomes into big, you get big consequences from being a people pleaser. And later down the line, because I now I'm like an adult, you start realizing that you've made actions on your life based on what people in society and your parents want you to take. And you start having these big regrets, and you're financially fucked, or you're financially stuck in a situation that you put yourself by trying to please someone, by trying to, maybe like you were in a rush and you just wanted to make a decision so other people don't look at you weird. Like, let's take myself for example. I took a gap year, and after the gap year was finished, after high school, there was time for university, and I just registered a university like this online. So my parents are proud that I'm finishing an online degree outside of my country. So I'm studying like abroad, and I get this fancy diploma because I wasn't admitted to the bachelor's university like in my country. And because I wasn't admitted in my country, I felt all of the stress to just register somewhere. And now we're paying these fees, and it's so much money, it's so much tuition, and it's so much pressure, and it's so much like constantly like trying to live up to that expectation where of others and expectation of what my parent wanted. And you cannot really drop out, because when you drop out, the money's already paid, and you're scared to drop out because they will scream at you. And it's basically like self-harm when you become a people pleaser. Like, when it starts getting at these adult decisions like college and other decisions, it's like genuinely like self-harm, because you get yourself in these crazy situations. You get yourself in, and I won't say like maybe crazy, but like for example in friendships, because the word crazy is kind of like wild, right? See the people tendencies coming, like I cannot, but like seriously, like I want to be like exact about what I say. You get yourself in these situations where like you're resenting your friends because you've listened to them so much, or like you only like live your life but by their way and their advice. And you basically almost like start developing this feeling of asking for permission, but for to live in your own life. Like, you start asking like, what's the right thing to do here, what's the right thing to do there. And they obviously are going to give you their opinion, but their opinion starts becoming so like dictating to who you are and what you do. And you're constantly in this box, like honestly, like constantly in this box, and it's so crazy. um what else? Your career. Being a people pleaser will really fuck with your career, because um for example, I chose social media, and social media is a really out there career. Like right now with this channel, I had to open a whole new channel. I'm gonna try to use the VPN. Like, I don't want people from my country to see me, because they're really vile with their comments. And like, I get a bad comment, for example, yesterday I posted a rant, a very honest rant about this lady that was being racist on Facebook. Not like fully racist, but I would say like she was she just was she was being a Karen in a way. and I posted this opinion, and like people started like making uh comments on my background, like oh, you got a pink pillow, and it wasn't even like a pillow, but like, you got a pink pillow, haha, you're gay, like whatever. And it's just like, like, it really makes me feel sometimes like, should I just stop doing social media completely? Because there's always so much resistance to what I do. There's always like, when I try to be myself or just like give an opinion, and it got like 800 likes, you know what I mean, like the video on TikTok. But it's just like, these comments like really get to me, because every time I post, like, I don't want to get emotional, like every time I post, like there's not a single video that can go right and just like be accepted for who I am. But this is also like, I feel like being a people pleaser is also a surviving method, because if my surroundings weren't like they are right now, if people were just more accepting, if people, I don't know, like the mentality in this country is so crazy. If they were more accepting, like, I wouldn't care, but I care, you know what I mean? Like, I care even about people seeing this video, like people from my country, because they're just so negative. Everything I post, they always leave the most vile comments, the most. And I just wanted to go, like, I just want to post something and not feel like I'm like taking advantage, not like I'm spoiling, not spoiling, what's the word? Like I'm exposing myself in some type of way that is not good, you know what I mean? But like, if I want to do social media, if I want to do videos, if I want to follow this career, I will need to eventually not care. I don't know, like, or maybe find a different audience. This is what I'm trying to do. It's just like really hard being a people pleaser. And it's like in environments like this, like even if I were like fully 100% myself, there would still be a lot of, because like my worry is like, what if I'm not being fully 100% myself, and that's why I get so many comments. But when I give those rants and make these videos, I am myself. It is like my opinion. It's like what I meant actually for the video. But like, I don't know. It's just like, this is another consequence of being a people pleaser. You're constantly like so conflicted between decisions, between your career, between your finances, between your relationships. Like, you start like basically like living for other people. I don't know. I genuinely don't know like what to do. Like, I don't know how to escape this. I'm trying. And it's like, I've been doing social media since like the age of 10 years old. Like very young. For like 11 years old, 11 years now. Now I'm an adult. And it's all I know to do. Like, should I learn new skills? Like, and just like get a normal job? Like, I don't know, like, man. I cried before this a little bit. I listened to like sad music. So I kind of like took it out. But either way, I don't know. All right. This is all I had to say. I'm gonna open a new channel with 0 subscribers. I'm gonna post this and hope it doesn't land. to the wrong people.